What is going on? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the JasVynce Show. What's going on, y'all? My name is Vince.
I'm Jasmine.
And today we were talking about a brand new episode of Married at First Sight, season 13, right? Season 13, episode 8. Today's episode, the name is... I had all my stuff ready. I don't know what happened. I had all my stuff. I swear. Again, what's happening, y'all? We excited to be here. Name of the episode: Family and Friends and Feelings. Oh my, that's a play on lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, which is a phrase from the Yellow Brick Road. What's the
Jasmine Sullivan song?
Yeah, sure. Folks. There's a lot of family and friends and feelings. I actually got the little thing. We're in 12 days of marriage. We got to see the housewarming and the nice little group hangout. Pastor Cowboys, as the newly married couples dive into domestic life and welcome friends to housewarming parties, one husband sees red flags, like Cammy,
red flags,
right? While another wonders if he was ready for marriage at all. Deep stuff. I want to jump right into it. First off, I have Mirla Igil. Mirla Igil. All right, we could talk. We'll save Johnny for a little bit, but yes. First thing I have about Mirla Igil, we got into the important stuff, y'all.
What's the important stuff?
The important stuff in all capital letters. Finances, y'all. Finances. I'm very excited about this. Jazz couldn't wait to look at her face. She couldn't wait to talk about the finances. Shout out to, I forgot to shout out all the new subscribers. We trying to make a short condensed episode for y'all today, and mostly so we can watch Big Brother afterwards.
Don't tell everybody.
So I'm telling the business. If anybody watches Big Brother, please hit us up. We don't know if we should start doing a show about it or not. All right, but yes, them finances, man. I heard on another YouTuber channel that there is a chance that Gil makes. There was a specific number that was thrown out there.
Yeah.
All right. I already forgot the name of the channel, so my apologies. But $37,000 was the number that I saw. And I was like...
I'm scared to comment on that. Because somebody might be making $37,000.
Exactly.
Live your life.
Because I don't make money.
Use your money well.
I don't make money at all. Yeah. I make money now, obviously. But there was a time where because I didn't, I work gigs. So, like, on paper... It might not show up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm taking under the table stuff,
but you was.
It's not all, I was a strictly 1099 guy, like contract, you know what I'm saying? So he could be doing other things. Apparently Gil's been on other TV shows. Who knows who knows? He had I don't know. He does a lot of stuff. He was personal training for a while. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's hard if you don't have a definite, an orthodox job to stack up the funds that some people would have. But not to say anything about Gil's money, obviously, you think he would be a little bit older, and maybe because he's risking his life, he might make a little bit more. But we know Mirla ain't making no $37,000. That's all I'm saying. We don't know how much she's making. Has she said?
She didn't say. They showed each other's savings account.
Thought that was dope. Showing the bank accounts.
I was confused because Gil said. I thought that Gil was saying he has a 401k, but he has savings in Colombia.
Yes. So Gil is from Colombia, I'm assuming. Yes.
Why are you giving your mom your money?
Because that's
at 35.
That's what people from other countries do. You watch 90 Day Fiancé as well.
But
Asuelu's mom is sitting right next to Gil's mom, like
spending the money.
The money. I just.
Yo, Asuelu's mom be wild.
I just I didn't see that coming, but she was like, so basically we're starting from scratch. No offense to Gil's mom. I'm sure she's amazing. I thought he was saying that he had worked in Colombia and built up a 401k, which I don't know if they have 401ks in Colombia. And the money was saved. And then he switched it to, since I was 22, I've been sending this much money. And this is the number. This is the final number. We didn't get to see what it was. And Mirla was like, basically we started from scratch, right? Can you
she
pull
said
that?
Because you can't touch that.
Can you pull that money out? He was like, yeah. I don't believe that money exists. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
I thought he was saying that the money, all his money that he saved was in his 401k. And you can't just pull out money from a 401k. You got to pay it back.
That's one thing.
I'm pretty sure they charge you taxes on it.
Absolutely.
That's a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. But also on top of all that, having, plenty of friends that have families in other countries, that, you ain't seeing that money.
You might as well wave goodbye to
That's all I got to say.
Mommy done spent that.
That's all I got to say. The one note that I do have about Mirla's financial situation is that she pays off her credit every month, which I thought was dope, even though, it looks like she's spending frivolously.
But she got it like that, apparently.
But not only do she got it, but also she's very responsible in making sure that she pays it off.
And isn't her brother her accountant anyway?
Possibly. Gil's barely got savings, apparently, and I like that she got to. You want to talk more about finances? I was just gonna say I like that she got to talk with his mom, and then he said she was bougie, which I don't think that was a good idea.
Yeah, probably not. He described somebody.
I think that was a good idea.
He called her somebody to his mom, and apparently the mom got it. I'm imagining it was a telenovela star. Probably. So, yeah. Anyway, shout out to Mirla for paying off her credit card every month, girl. I'm trying to get on your way.
There you go.
I'm almost there. Trying to get there. Yeah. It's just, I did like that she was saying, like, she was trying to, she was like, so I'm trying to save for a house or whatever. So I'm like, she is forward thinking. This episode almost, from their home housewarming, housewarming made me feel like they actually kind of seem like they do like each other. They just not rushing to jump into bed.
There you go.
Is what I'm getting. She not rushing at all. Okay, she not even kissing my man. Definitely not my man, but
definitely not. He barely getting cheeks. Anywho,
I hate you.
Anywho, anything else about Mirla y Gil? I think they're. We'll see about these ratings, but yeah, they look like they were just having a standoff.
Gil stay with the tea. That was the other thing.
Shout out to Gil and his
Twitter was calling him Gossipy Gil because every time he go back, he be like, "Yeah, so this what happened," and I'm like, I actually enjoy that part of the relationship.
Gotta have some tea. Gotta throw some tea some way. Our favorite couple? Ooh. I don't even know anymore.
I don't have a favorite anymore.
I don't even know. Yeah, they took the favorite away. Michaela Isaac, or Hurricane K, as we like to call her. Hurricane K. I think I did have one. I threw it on for a second earlier. That was the one gift, because I'm trying to keep it simple this season. But some of these have to be captured. Like, some of these moments you got to stay on top of. So this is from last episode, actually. But Michaela and Zach, they had their home housewarming party.
They were having it, but she said she wanted to cancel it
over somebody's dead body. Like, they actually got to do it. I'm glad she didn't cancel it. She got to chop it up with his friend. She even mentioned her own overreactions.
She did, but I think it's too.
Oh no, he was talking about her. He was talking to her friend.
But that was the same thing. He was talking to her friend. She was talking to his friend. His friend basically said, like, the way you coming at him, he about to dip out. Basically, is what I got from it.
Fair, and
it was good advice.
I'm glad that was a good. You know what I'm saying? That was a good friend that could say that. So, Jazz is like, where's all this coming from? All right. So we've seen a little bit of Hurricane K.
I feel like we're missing something.
And that name existed before they were married.
Right.
So imagine the things that we're not seeing. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
I feel like
I'm not gonna bring down the black folk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she's presenting something different. Like, when she met up with the girls, she's like, yeah, everything's going really well with me and Zach. I feel like she's presenting like this, like, perfect, like, Southern Belle put together, such a, like, not a lady, but like, she's doing everything right, but behind closed doors, she like going in on this man.
There you go.
And he's actually telling people, yeah, like, stuff was good, but she wild. She wild. I don't know if I can do it.
Super wild. All right. Only other thing, did her friends agree with Zach when they got the chance to speak to him?
Oh no, they said that she is very sane and, what did they say? Level-headed.
Yes. Balanced, zen, calm, simply genius. Honestly, she's very relaxed. Don't have any issues at all. He's sitting there like, are we talking about the same? Are we discussing the same person right now? Because I don't. That was interesting. I mean,
that's what I said. She's probably presenting her friends the same way she's presenting to the camera.
I was like, your friend's gonna have your back. That's just part of it. That's part of the game.
Somebody on Twitter said her friends are either crazy as she is or scared of her.
Maybe a little bit of both. Might be a little bit of both. Shout out Twitter. Don't forget to make sure you following us on social medias. I'll shout that out.
Also, they did mention that Michaela and Zach had sex.
How did it just slip and slide?
I felt like it was in a general conversation.
But
they had sex, but it's making sense because he hit her crazy button.
Oh yeah, no, we said that. We said that.
Hit the crazy
somebody button. Said that he definitely hit a spot. You know what I'm saying? That spot activated. You know what I'm saying? It only takes a little bit of the D to activate the B shit. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. Yes, that's all I have from Michaela and Zach. For this week. We'll talk more because I think things are going to be heating up even more, folks. Even more. All right. Now, are we going to save... Let's get into Rachel and Jose. Let's talk about... What
Jose
is this?
And his whiteboard.
What is this?
You would swear he's a teacher.
What's the breath for? Because I didn't have much about them.
Because, okay, so Rachel and Jose... I'm tired of the storyline. Their storyline is he's controlling of the finances. He wants her not to spend. He wants them to have one account. I don't know what kind of archaic idea he has in his head that he thinks that he keeps bringing up that they should have one account. And even Rachel's friend and her husband was there and was like, well, there's different ways to do things. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, there's different ways to do things, but we should have one account. At the end of the day, I'm just like, why is that a thing? And
that's what he's focused on.
Even Jose's stepmom said, "Yeah, you work hard too. I wouldn't let him control all the money."
Said, "Mijo, why are you? why are you doing? Why are you doing this?"
Yeah, I think that he's gonna scare Rachel away because he's super controlling. They went plant shopping in the beginning, and you know when you go plant shopping, you just go, "Oh, this is pretty. Oh no, we should get this. We should get this." I'm like. You can't even have fun doing something kind of creative. Yeah. Like,
and even when she was trying to, I just happened to notice, even when she was trying to like recommend something, because she was like, all right, you know plants clearly, you be the one in the kitchen, you'll probably be able to keep it alive. Like, let's get something that we could time you use when you cook, right? Time. Yeah, I don't like the way the leaves are looking, but how about this lettuce over here? And that's
what you gonna do with that. Let's think about this. Time, right? You can, those little sprigs grow out. It's more, right? So it's going to last longer. When you chop off that one head of lettuce, you got to wait months for another head of lettuce. Do it make sense?
I didn't think we was going to get the how vegetables work breakdown.
I'm just saying.
But no, I agree.
Because she was like, oh yeah, you can use the time on chicken or salmon. I'm like, I use time every day. But that makes sense.
She could have avoided that argument though. She avoided it. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't really know much about the kitchen. So, unlike Jazz in that situation, I would have let Jazz do all the same stuff. I mean, hey, you know, you cook everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when I go to get plants, I'm like, oh, isn't this pretty? That's how I was when we went to get plants.
I care less.
I killed all the plants.
Yeah.
I tried it at the beginning of COVID.
Her thumb is the opposite.
I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again.
Good luck.
Don't clown me.
You got to revive your cactus out there first.
My cactus? It's an aloe vera plant, and it's fine. You keep talking shit.
Joint gasping for air. Anywho, anything else about Jose? We'll get into how Jose loves Johnny, apparently.
Jose is like, they got a weird bromance. It's a little too close.
He's an excited person, clearly, about Jose. I think it's cool. I'm glad that
I just think Jose talked to him.
I'm glad that they had a cool moment with his family, though. Like, that was a nice little...
It was cute until he brought out that whiteboard with his budget and credit score on it.
Here we gonna do... Oh, what was his credit score again? 18?
What did he say? 1815? 815 or something? I
think it was 815. All right. We only got a couple couples left. Brett and Ryan didn't give us much aside from some fire hair.
Oh my gosh. Brett's hair is amazing.
Yeah, I was enjoying her hair. I didn't take one note about them at all.
They boring as hell.
I
said they were giving me Henry and Christina vibes.
You did mention that. I'm glad that, you know, Brett works out with his guy. Or no, Ryan works out with his guy, apparently.
Boring.
But yeah, they've got, for me, I think their thing is that they still have like all the conversations that the couples are having that everybody's breaking down about seem a little bit heavier than the stuff that they're talking about.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's all.
I feel like Brett was
no real conversations.
Not Brett. Sorry, Ryan.
Confusing.
All Ryan does is sweat every single scene. He is just so wet.
He was actually in the gym this time, though, so it made sense.
No, but even when they were in the house, he was sweating, and then he was talking to her friend with the blonde hair. I feel like that's his type. Ooh. The friend with the blonde hair.
they showed her wedding ring.
Because he was like intently listening like how you listen when you trying to get lucky after a date.
Producers made sure to show that, like, oh, by the way, she's married because her ring was fire. Yeah. But yeah, I think that was interesting. But hey, again, they still have stuff to work on and talk about, and they'll get there eventually. Yikes. We talked all this and skipped through all these couples. And we're making pretty good time, by the way, I must say. So hopefully we can keep that on track. But we can't leave out of here without discussing that bow. Let's get to it. Come on. I do want to give Johnny credit for being, I guess, the most vulnerable. Because people giving him shit, excuse the language, people giving him crap, you know what I'm saying? For, saying the things that he's saying, but... He cried. It's not about saying things
that he's saying.
Go ahead.
It's okay to feel that way, but he seems like it's been 2 weeks. You knew you were signing up to get married. I feel like people on the show act like they signed up to date.
Married. And I felt that sometimes, and we know from Johnny's history of being on.
Apparently, Johnny is a 35-year-old frat boy, is what I gathered.
Still.
Because somebody said he about to be on Tinder.
Yeah, which is kind of scary. But the thing I jotted about them, she, speaking to her friend, was like, can you believe I'm really married to Johnny Lamb? Like, the way that
she said it was a negative way.
It did sound negative, but also, again, if we know her as the nerdy girl, I'm trying to think.
She said frat boy, party boy. Yeah, she didn't say nothing positive.
Boy, the bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can't think of what the only show that comes into mind for some reason is Danny Phantom, which is
I don't know what that is.
I was like, you don't know what that is. I'm trying to picture, but basically most TV shows have that dynamic where there's like the nerds, and then there's like the jock guy, you know what I'm saying? And then there might be the chick that has a thing for the jock guy, and it's just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And he's the guy. He's the jock guy. He's the guy that grew up into.
He seemed hella soft to me.
I can see that. A little bit. I don't know
Johnny is a punk.
I don't know why he come for his neck, but he is, as we tweeted on Twitter.
As a grown man, make a decision.
Yes.
To get married and commit your life to somebody, and then on week 2 be like, I don't know if I could do this. And was crying.
He's got stuff going on. Crying. He's conflicted. What was the tweet? I was trying to read it, but you scrolled. Johnny needs to read "Marriage Ain't for Punks" by Calvin Roberson. Now available on wherever you buy books at. Amazon, Audible. We listened to it. Really enjoying the first couple chapters. Pastor Cal, we love you. Thank you so much. But yes, because his punk is starting to show a little bit, and Pastor Cal defines punks on people that are not willing to go through with
to work through the difficult times.
There you go.
To get to the other side.
Go. So, where there are times where Bao was seeming like a punk because of, her anxiety issues and all the questions she keep asking and stuff, he's going through it right now. And I feel for him, but also at the same time, same thing with Zach. Like, you know what I'm saying? Towards the end of the episode, he was like, I think I might have to sleep in a different room, or I didn't want to. Y'all got to talk. Y'all got to talk these things out, man. Y'all got to talk these things out.
But I
got to see it through, my boy.
I'm sorry. I can't see Johnny's side as much as I can see Zach's side, because to me, when you put a temper in it, that's different. Like you throwing Clorox wipes like you could find Clorox wipes. Remember last year you couldn't find the Clorox wipes?
That's true.
You throwing it like that don't mean nothing.
I hope none of the juice came out.
I hope it's still moist in there.
Yeah, I hope the thing is still held together, because when you get it messed up and it get off the little plastic pieces, you never getting that back out. You taking 3 pieces out at the same time and stuffing it back in, it's messed up.
I hate you.
It's bad. It's a bad day.
Yeah, but when you showing like a temper and like that kind of rage, like it's hard to try to talk to somebody that's doing that. And you don't want to talk to them because you don't know if they'll escalate. And he don't know her that well enough to say that. So I get where Zach is coming from more. But Johnny, for me, I think that the real issue is his idea of marriage is so romanticized. And relationships is so romanticized that as soon as he sees one thing or a difficult patch to go through, he just get on Tinder and match with somebody else.
Hey, let's do it. Come on now. Well, that's all I got about Bao and Johnny. Oh, no. The housewarming. Her friend got the Kama Sutra. I thought that was dope. He didn't understand it. He's like,
it was like How to Please a Woman or something. I was like, I got a feeling he might
I
need
believe
that.
the title was She Comes First.
Yes.
Was the, you know what I'm saying?
And he said, what is this fruit on the book?
It was a papaya, apparently. He says, I don't eat papaya. But he said it not like, I don't know what this is and I don't really eat papaya. I was like, oh, he don't eat papaya or he don't eat papaya. Or he don't eat that bao papaya. Sorry for the kids watching right now, because there's a chance that... Never mind, we're not going to go there.
He liked the fresh papaya.
Fresh.
Okay, fresh.
Emphasis on the word fresh.
Out of the shower.
Fresh. All right, let's get this thing going. Let's get into these ratings.
Hold on. Can I got one funny
Get
thing.
your one more thing out.
So, Johnny was on that balcony with Bao's friend and his friend's husband or whatever, talking to like, oh, so how do you, suggest, do you have any suggestions about getting her to like open up and stuff like that? It looked like he was about to be blown off that damn balcony. I know he was cold as shit because he had that little short sleeve shirt on. It was going like this the whole time he blew. I'm like, why is he out there? It's freezing. I can tell it's cold.
Come on, Johnny.
I'm sorry. I thought that was funny.
Only other thing I cared about from this episode, I really enjoy when the guys hang out and the girls hang out. Gil, talking about Johnny's situation, he had said, if somebody told me about Mirla being described, like a friend was like described her, like her personality and stuff to a T, it'd be a no for me, dog. And I thought that was really interesting because I feel like a lot of people might be able to say that as well if you just think of all the the things that you might not like about your potential partner. But that specifically, I'm like, yeah, I could kind of see that because she probably would say the same. But he was referring to Johnny in that situation and how marriage isn't turning out to be everything that he portrayed it to be, I guess, in his head. But these are things that you got to work on. Once again, marriage ain't for punks. And I'm glad next week preview looks pretty much a little bit better for them. But yeah, they got some stuff to work on. And I also wanted to say before we finish up that the guys started getting into that, like, why did they get match convo? And I think there's an exercise that maybe Dr. Pepper or Viviana has them do at some point. But they need to focus on that, like, as a group and also as couples individually. Like, we need to figure these things out, why we got matched constantly. Because I think we
didn't get matched.
I feel like those are the things that will help them to work these things out.
Them. They need. You said we.
You know what I'm saying? We, as the couples.
We not the couples. They the couples.
We the couples.
Okay.
Anywho, that's all I got to say. Let's get into these ratings, y'all. Let's start with Bao and Johnny real quick since we get out of here. Bao and Johnny, we've given
it's piss poor.
Their score has gone down every single week from a 9, 8.5, 8, 7. This is week 8. They deserve a
4.
Nah, really?
I'm not feeling.
I'm gonna give them a 6.
I'm not feeling them.
I'm gonna give them a 6. They got work to do.
I just don't see them meshing together. And now I'm like, I know culturally they are similar, but I don't know about this.
I hear you. Brett and Ryan, their score has gone down a little bit, but it went up last week. We gave them a 6.5. How you feeling this week?
I'm gonna give them a 6.5 still.
Standard.
I don't see anything bad going on. Besides, I don't know if that political country issue is gonna go. I'm waiting for the episode.
We're gonna talk more about it.
Yo, I'm waiting for the episode where Ryan takes Brett to the country so I could die laughing.
We will see. Let's talk about Mirla Egil. I hope y'all are not annoyed that I say it like that every single time, but I just can't get it out.
Yes.
Now, Mirla Egil, we have given them 6s, 7.5. Well, I gave them a 7.5 last week. But 6 seems to be the number for them. And I can't tell if it's getting any better. I don't know if it's declining. They're doing better.
I'm going to give them a 6.5.
6.5?
It's not necessarily getting much better, but it's not getting as bad as I thought it would.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think
it's getting a little better
from how it started to the first few weeks. I thought it was gonna go
because at first I thought he absolutely could not stand her and hated her, but I see they have that playful banter back and forth.
Yes,
and the way she be smiling is kind of like, I feel like she kind of likes him, but she don't like everything about him. So she don't. I think she's more concerned about maybe his finances and like stuff like that, like his stability for her. But personality wise, I think they can get along.
I think,
and they're both attracted to each other.
She might feel like there's rules too. I don't know.
Rules about what?
About being in a relationship with him that maybe she doesn't want to be controlled in some type of way. So,
no woman wants to be controlled.
We'll see it. All right. What is the number? What is the number?
What did I say? 6.5.
6.5? Or did I say Rachel and Jose?
No, you didn't.
Oh, that's what. I was like, we still talking about Mary again, right? Sorry, y'all. Big Brother's coming on. All right. Now, Rachel and Jose.
Stop talking so fast.
Rachel and Jose.
I can't understand.
It's a lot going on.
You manic right now.
Rachel,
I'm going to give them
these
like
last ratings.
A 7. It's the finances conversation that's the issue. And he seems a little controlling.
I was going to say the same thing. 7 seems about right, y'all. 7 seems about right for me. We've said everything that we could possibly say about them. Again, they didn't show much of them together.
They don't have that many problems
interacting this episode, and they showed lots of them kissing and stuff like that.
They're getting along
so
very well.
That's a strike. That's a thumbs up in my book for that one right there. And all the other couples are aware of it as well. Like,
yeah,
they just out here. They just out here loving
the kissing montage.
Oh my goodness. Last but certainly not least, there's one final couple here today. And I don't know what's gonna happen.
He's not good.
I don't know what's gonna happen. But Michaela and Zach, their scores decreased over time too. We gave them they settled on a 7 last week.
They get a 4.
What is up with
Zach is done. Zach is done.
He seems very done.
Zach is done, and Michaela and her little manipulative cry, thinking just because she says she apologized, he has to automatically just accept it and drop it. He doesn't. Because the real apology will be changed behavior.
Yeah. Not
flipping out, moving your shit out, and then the next time you say, oh yeah, well, I'm not doing the housewarming. That's childish. And Zach is supposed to be the child, not you. He younger than you. What are you doing?
I agree.
So Zach is done, in my opinion.
Well, all I got to say is, folks, I give him a 6 as of right now. Again, they have so much work to do. I didn't know who was going to be the first one to storm out of this, and it seems like, yes, Zach is the one that is, he's like, I got to put this stuff on hold.
Second one.
It's too much. Well, yeah, technically she left first. But I'm saying, as of right now, like, I feel like we really can't have that going back and forth, like, oh, if this how you feel, then I can't be here. Well, if this how you feel, then I, you know what I'm saying? And again, she held it together pretty well, but I know there was some craziness under there somewhere. I'm sorry to say it. But, you know, again, we don't know what was said outside of the cameras, you know? So,
I'm sure they're going to play that back later.
They got work to do. Again, I'm still rooting for everybody black. So, you know what I'm saying?
You heard,
man. You heard? That's all I got to say. But folks, please, thank you so much for watching this whole entire episode. We appreciate you so much. We thank you for being a part of our wonderful little JasVynce show family. If you have any comments about these crazy couples, please let us know in the actual comments right here. Please make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe.
And of course, we thank all of our new subscribers. We're getting so close to 200 subscribers, and we want you to just keep hitting that red button. If you appreciate us, or you know somebody that watches Married at First Sight, please share. You know what I'm saying? You can share that little arrow button, text it to somebody that cares about the show. We try to keep these episodes short for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And hit that red button, y'all. Like, subscribe. We appreciate you. This has been a brand new episode of The JasVynce Show. Peace, y'all. Peace.